We got Chris Rock with us talking about Spiral from the Book of Saw. Now, how did the opportunity to executive produce this present itself?
Well, you got to be at the right place at the right time. You got to be at the room where it happens. So I was at a friend's wedding in Brazil, and like a very high-powered wedding, like my man Guy Oseary, right? So U2's there and Madonna's there and whatever, and like Zuckerberg's and whatever, right? And the head of Lionsgate was there, so I had like some time with the head of Lionsgate. So I immediately go, okay, what does Lionsgate have that I can fuck with? You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay, Twilight, nah, Game of Thrones, nah, Saw. I can get in there. And I just posed a question to the head of Lionsgate. Do you ever think about putting somebody funny in one of those movies? Like you can do it without, messing up the integrity of the movie. I didn't want to make like Scary Movie like Wayne's Brothers, which I loved, by the way. But I wanted to like, kind of like Eddie was in 48 Hours. Like it's a violent movie, but he's funny in it.
And you pull it off well in there. You pull it off well. You know what I mean? I think you even gave us some obligatory Pookie faces from New Jack in some of those stressed out scenes. You know what I'm saying? Now, how did it go over when you reached out to Samuel L. Jackson and was like, yo, I want you to play my dad?
A lot of people are like, oh man, I can't believe Sam did you this favor. I'm like, yo, man, Sam don't do no favors. You got a check?
Nah.
Sam will read your script. But the offer got to be there just for him to read it. He ain't reading it out of speculation. He's like, Sam don't play. Sam get his dough. So we got Sam's dough right, and then we sent him the script.
Got it.
And then he said, hey, this is great. I would love to do this.
Now, Chris, do you have more executive producing plans? Anything that you can share? Potential?
I got this thing, there's this movie, The Holy Grail, with me, Dave, and Sandler that I'm working on. It's like, that's the Holy Grail. That's like, that's the...
If you can get that across the finish line, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's the Detox album we've been waiting for. You know what I mean? It's like, is Detox ever coming out? I've heard some Detox tracks. It's very hot. I don't know why he won't put it out. But
when you chose 21, how did it work out with 21 Savage being a part of this Spiral? How did that come together?
It's like he reached out. Like we were looking for somebody, like you say, like New Jack. Like it's like, okay, sometimes you gotta put some music to it to let people know it exists. You know what I mean? Like just to let people know it's out there. And he was willing to do it. He's a big fan of Saw. He's a big fan of horror. So we were like, okay, really? I run everything by my daughters.
21 Savage is that guy, though. He's
that guy.
And he's A-list. He's that guy. He's one of them guys.
Yeah, so I run it by my daughters. My daughters are like, yo, you got to do it. You got to work with 21 Savage. So here we are. So it's...
Well, he's supposed to be checking into this conversation. He's actually on the road, so he's getting it together to jump in here. He got a joint called Spiral. They put I believe about 4 songs together to match up to this Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Hey, 21.
What up?
Yeah, we're talking to Chris about Spiral and Severed Hog Heads and torture scenes.
Thank you for the song.
Thank you for the opportunity, man.
You're hot.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate your time right now. Appreciate all the work you've done. You're holding it down.
For sure, appreciate it,
You're going to be here for a while.
Yeah. That's happy to hear that coming from you, man, for real.
And I've seen them all. I met them all. I lent half of them money. But I think you gonna be all right.
Chris, this guy 21 cares about the culture, man. He cares about rap.
You could tell. Sure. You could tell. You could tell he does 21 does 21. You know what I mean? Like he's like the horse with the blinders on. He's running his race.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't really worried about what's going on over here.
Yeah. That's what you could tell.
Put my all into it. The rewards, they can come when they come, but I just want to just make good music, bro.
Now, let's talk about Severed Hogheads, you hanging upside down, and your love for gore and horror films, I'm told you have, man. How many of these saw? I was actually pissed because, you know, I love Chris. You know, me and 21 haven't had a chance to really sit down, but I listened to him on Clubhouse, one of my favorite rooms that I used to jump in often. You know, got love for the guy, but I was pissed at Chris, man. I was like, you know, all this blood and gore, I'm scared. I'm scary, man. This shit's scary to me. But I had to sit down and check it out. Now, 21, they say you watch it a lot.
Yeah. I love scary movies. Well, I don't. They probably ain't my top, but like I'm a fan of Saw though, for sure. Cause Saw more like a thriller than like scary. Like I don't like where the ghosts come out the toilet and all that. I don't like them type movies. But
anything that's with the devil, you're not with that. You fuck the devil, I ain't.
The cops are the devil in this movie.
That's a good movie, bro. I watched. That was like my second time watching it yesterday.
Oh, thanks a lot, man.
Good, bro. That's a good movie, especially like the way it spin and the way the story spin around. Like you wouldn't even be expecting it to be who it is. You know what I'm saying? In the end, like it's crazy. It's a good movie.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know, Chris was saying that they found out you was a big Saw fan and you was into this sort of thing and they was looking for, you know, somebody at your level to bless it. But I would love to hear how it was presented to you and why you decided to lean in on this, because that Spiral record's hard. That Emergency record with Gunna and Thug, that's crazy too. You know, and then you feature some of your young bros on here too, but I'd love to hear the story.
Really, my Mike, the dude Mike, I think, like, you know, he like did the first Saw. I think he one of the owners of Saw. His son like a big fan of me, so his son was like Savage, like into that type of anyway type. Then they made the call, then we met. Then he played the movie. He didn't tell me who was in the movie. Then he played it. I'm like, oh hell yeah, y'all got Chris Rock and Samuel Jackson. Hell yeah, I'm ready to do this. Like, come on, let's do it now. I went straight to the studio, like the same day that we met.
Now, Chris, 21 leaned in on the video too for Spiral.
Yeah, I see it. I saw it. It's hot.
Craziest shit I ever did in my life, bro. In a video, like blood rushing to my head. I'm hanging upside down. Like, man, hurry up, let me down. Like, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Now was that real animal meat around you in the video, or that was fake?
Nah, that was fake.
It was rapper meat. It was whack rapper meat.
Whack rapper bodies, man.
That's what he was trying to symbolize. Yeah. These are the whack rappers. This is what's gonna happen to you. With 21 Savage, you will be around me just bloody dead. 21,
you know, I know Chris gonna have to jump off pretty quick, but I wanna keep you on a little bit because I want to get into some classics from 21 Savage and that last project you just dropped. But Chris, will there be more from you as the executive producer from the Book of Saw?
We got to see how this does, but it looks that way. We're already talking about a sequel. You know, if you saw the movie, it's kind of open to one anyway. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's do it. Let's
run it up.
21 might be in the next one.
So yeah. About that? Yeah. We gotta do that. We gotta get that done.
21, before you bounce, man, I want to get into that joint. You know, you just sat down with J. Cole, man. I saw the trailer. I haven't seen the whole doc yet. You know, how did that conversation come together, you and Cole, for, you know, to set him up for his project? You
know, Cole, I always do that. Like, he'll just call me out the blue and be like, I'm finna come to Atlanta, book a studio. So he called me, like I'm finna come to Atlanta, book a studio. Booked the studio, he just pulled up. And but before he pulled up, he told me, like, he got his camera crew with him because he doing a documentary for his new project. So, you know, but Like it wasn't like how like it looked like it was set up. Like we just always talk. Like whenever we in the studio, like we ain't never sat in the studio and made a song together. We just talk all night. Then he leave me with some, or I leave him with some. So we just really just talk. We normally talk. It just so happened the camera was recording it. Cause then was like genuine questions I was asking. Like it wasn't like no interview type, you know.
Will we get a full 21 Savage album this year?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on. That's what I'm planning on. But you know, I like quality work. So however long that take, I'll take. But I'm dropping something for sure this year though.
Now, are you the type of artist that you start writing when you hear the beats? Are you always writing? Are you always sharpening your rap tools? Like, what's your mode?
I don't really write for real, but like the way I do it is like I might go through something might happen in my life and I write it down in my notes. Like so it won't be like a bar or a rap. It'll just be like such and such happened today. So this the topic. Like, well, I'm gonna write this topic down. I'm gonna rap about this topic when I get. But I don't write for real.